What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lola Baby TV, coming at you with my 2 cents on everything. And I'm sitting up here, y'all. I'm on Facebook, and I come across this video that has hit the internet where this caregiver is standing in the kitchen washing dishes, and this older Caucasian lady is standing there taunting her, and then the woman spits on the caregiver at least, I think, 3 times while the lady is standing there trying to wash dishes. The audacity, the utter audacity of someone who needs someone else to care for them and take care of them to disrespect the person in such a way as to spit on them, purposely spit on them. The utter disrespect. You know, a lot of times I hear where people are talking about nursing home abuse and caregivers abusing these residents and these clients, but most of the time we don't hear about how the caregivers are being abused. And I commend this young African American lady for actually taking the time to set up her camera to videotape this old bitch spitting on her. One of the highest forms of disrespect is to spit on somebody. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, if not 4 times. She spit, purposely put food in her mouth to spit on this woman who is caring for her frail, decrepit ass because her own family does not have the time or energy to care for her. There are a lot of people who work in home health care and nursing homes who put their heart and souls into their job, where they are abused every single day that they go to work. They are abused. They are not only abused by the residents, these old prejudiced ass white folks, senile ass damn Alzheimer's and damn schizophrenia and all kind of mental illness. They being abused by these motherfuckers that they caring for. Motherfuckers who would take their own shit and eat it. These caregivers are being abused by them, but also by their families. You get called every name in the book when you working in a nursing home. And you got to deal with the system and the hierarchy. And you the nursing assistant and you not the nurse. And I'm an RN and you an LPN. And you just the pill passer and I'm the LPN. Therefore, I got rank over you when they all should be doing the same job to help the people. And you got to take care of 12 to 15 residents on your whatever it is, your care plan. And you got to make sure all these people get up for breakfast and all these people get out for lunch. And you got to give 3 and 4 baths a day. And you got to do all this to care for and provide for these people. You got to change them and potty them every 2 hours. Nursing assistant and caregivers are going through hell to make a living and put food on the table for their family. It is not easy. And you getting cussed out, you getting scratched, you getting kicked, you getting punched, you getting yelled at, you getting called outside of your name, and all these other things. And you got to be patient, and you got to be kind, and you got to suffer through it and deal with it. And then not to mention, after they done finished fucking over you, they going to turn around and lie to you, to the administrator, and she going to take their side. Now, it hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart to the core to see what that woman on that video has to go through just to make a living, to take care of herself and her household. And men and women have to go through that every single day, working in the healthcare system, working in a nursing home or assisted living facility or whatever it may be. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. When I first got married to my first husband, I had never heard of nothing called a nursing assistant. And I remember my mama wanted me to go to school to be a nurse because my mother was a nurse. I never wanted to be a nurse. I never had a desire to be a nurse. But when I got married to my first husband, he somehow talked me into going to school for nursing assistant. Mind you, I had already went to college and I had a college degree, but I couldn't find a job in the field. So he got me into doing nursing assistant. And I remember having my very first job as a nursing assistant. And every single week, every single Tuesday, the nurses would give me this woman who never wanted to take her bath. But every Tuesday, they would put this same bitch on my caseload. What do you call it? Care plan. I don't forget what you call it because I haven't worked in the healthcare field in over 30 years. But every Tuesday, they would give me this same woman. And you had to, they tell you you're not supposed to make the resident do nothing they don't want to do, but you got to make them get up out of bed, you got to make them go out to eat, and you got to make them bathe, and you got to make them get dressed. Everything you do to them residents in the nursing home is by force. Because if you don't do it, then the nurses think you're not doing your job. So everything you fucking do is by force. Yet they say you're not supposed to force them. But when you get them up out of bed when they don't want to get up out of bed, you forcing them. You actually picking them up and putting them in the wheelchair. You getting their clothes on, you putting a diaper on them, and you forcing them up into a wheelchair to get in the wheelchair. You picking them up and putting them in a wheelchair, and you wheeling them out to the damn dinner table, the breakfast table, the lunch table, and you putting them there whether they want to be there or not. And this woman didn't want to take her shower. She never wanted to take her shower. I had to force this lady into the shower room and wash this lady, even though she didn't want to get washed. And every week she would yell and scream to the top of her lungs. Nobody would come and help me. Nobody would see if I was okay. Nobody came to see if she was okay because they knew the routine. They knew this lady never wanted to take her shower. So it just so happened that I get to work because I was working from 2 until 10 p.m. that they put the lady on my list again. That this is my lady and this is her bath night and she has to have her shower, period. So I go to give the woman the shower. The woman is screaming all the way down the hallway. She's in the shower chair. The nurses see it. They don't care. They look the other way. I'm trying to do the job. I'm like 20-something years old trying to do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I get in there to give the woman the shower. The woman balls up her fist and hits me dead in between my eyes. The woman hit me so hard I seen stars. And do you know I raised my hand back and I slapped the taste out that bitch mouth. Before I even knew what I was doing, I had already slapped the fuck out that old bitch. I'm not an abuser. I'm not somebody who fights. I'm not somebody who picks problems. I'm not some hateful, evil person. But that day, that lady hit me so hard in between the middle of my two eyes with her fist, and I swear upon God, I seen stars. And before I knew it, I slapped the shit out that woman. I didn't do nothing. I left the water running. I left her ass in the shower room. I walked out the shower room. I got my coat and my purse, and I proceeded to walk my ass out the building. And I never went back. Period. End of story.
Get out. I'm not afraid of you.
This has been Lola Baby TV. My 2 cents on everything. And as always, grace and peace. Rate, comment, and subscribe. However you feel is however you feel, but I'm being truthful and I'm being honest. Bye.